Okay, I want to take a minute and talk about which party, if you're a Christian, you ought to be voting for. Now, when I talk about this, I'm mainly talking about the leadership. I'm not talking about the average man and woman that walk into a polling booth. But in a way I am. Because here's my philosophy. I am not sure, and this may shock you, and I'm sure some people are going to be upset about it. But follow my line of thinking before you get too upset and cut this off. First of all, I find it very hard, personally, to believe that you can be a Christian and a Democrat, or be a religious person of any religion and be a Democrat. And here's why. The only people in the country that are trying to shut down and demean and destroy Christianity are liberal Democrats. As a matter of fact, the Democratic Party itself, with a unanimous vote, said we don't want God in the party. On television, they said we don't want God in the party. And I've hunted, and maybe if you know one, let me know. But I've hunted for a conservative group or a Republican group that is out there trying to destroy Christianity and destroy the First Amendment. And as of right now, I've not found a single one. Every organization that is involved in destroying Christianity, or any religion in this country, but mainly Christianity, including the President of the United States and his administration, that's anti-Christian, have been Democrats. So I don't understand how you can go to church on Sunday and say, I'm a Christian, and then go in a polling booth and vote for a Democrat or financially support a Democrat. I mean, you can't do it. And to say, oh, well, I believe in some of their philosophy. Well, you can't do that. You're either a Christian and you believe and you support Christianity, or you're a Democrat and you support the taking down of Christianity, and you are anti-Christian by your actions, even if you don't know it. You're a co-conspirator. And I know that may upset some people, but you think about it. The only people in this country that are financing the organizations, filing the lawsuits, that are trying to destroy this country, the religion in this country as well as the country, are liberal Democrats. So what other conclusion can you draw? I mean, that's like Al Capone saying I'm, against crime. It's like being for Pontius Pilate and saying you're a Christian. I think it's time to stand up and say, and the sad thing is that because people, preachers in this country, are so afraid of losing their tax exemption that they don't stand up against what's going on. Because they ought to stand up and say, explain to me how you can go and vote for Democrats who are destroying the country, destroying the Christianity, and come into my church. And they ought to be up in the pulpit, but they're afraid they'll lose their tax exemption. To hell with principle, I'm more interested in the money. Because I want to tell you something right now. On any given weekend, there are more people in some sort of religious service than all the parties in the country put together. And yet we're getting our butts whipped by a minority who want to destroy Christianity and destroy this country. It's about time, as a Christian, you stood up and called your neighbor, your friend, or whoever is a Democrat and asked them, how do you justify going to church or any religious service and then supporting Democrats? I mean, they get upset about the Republicans and abortion, and women shouldn't vote for Republicans because they're for one simple thing, abortion. They're against abortion. So you shouldn't vote for Republicans. Well, I'm saying personally, I don't know how you can vote for Democrats when they are totally against Christianity and any religion. They're trying to destroy it in this country, and they're being successful. And part of the reason is because we as Christians don't stand up against them. You as preachers don't stand up against them. And it's about time you did. If you care. If you're a believer. You just can't be both. I don't know. I've talked to some, I've talked to some Christians that say they're Democrats, and when I ask them to explain it to me, they go, well, they're better at this or they're... No, you can't do that. That's like Jesse James. Okay, I think Jesse James is okay because he robbed from the rich and gave to the poor. He's still a robber. He's still breaking the law. So you can't say, well, they do this good over here, and I don't know what that would be, but they come up with some funny things that, I disagree with, and they have no facts to back it up. And then I've had some of them that just really sat back and said, I hadn't thought about it. I said, do your homework. Go on Google, go on whatever, and look up the organizations. Every time you read where somebody is wanting a cross taken down or wanting this done that is against Christianity, suing a school or suing this because somebody used God's name, and find out who they are and find out what party they belong to or what political persuasion they are. And I have yet to find one that is a conservative. I've yet to find one that's a Tea Party. I've yet to find one that's a Republican. They're all liberal Democrats. That's my opinion. And I think I'm right. But do your own homework and then make your own decision from your own heart. And the next time you're sitting in church, ask yourself, am I really a Christian or am I really a Democrat? Because there is a difference, and you can't be both. That's my opinion. Thanks for watching.